I recording?
Yeah, I think there's a red thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Here with my buddy Vlad G from Alpha Living.
What's happening, guys?
If you guys don't know his channel, I'll put the link in the description. Awesome guy. He's a mixed martial arts bodybuilder. Great dude. Knows a lot of his stuff. So definitely go subscribe to him. Today we're going to talk about injuries, how to overcome injuries, recovery, things like that. Vlad's been through a lot of injuries. He works around his injuries really well. He's accomplished a lot with, dealing with setbacks and injuries. So I kind of just want to ask him, his opinion on, recovery and getting over that kind of hurdle. So how do you work around it, man? How do you go about that?
Yeah, I think the first thing you gotta do is analyze the injury itself. What makes it irritated? What makes it hurt more? What makes it hurt less? You have to analyze. I had a bulging disc, even like a little herniation. Now it's still bulged, but I'm able to train fully without compromising my lower back. And the idea is like going to science, read about it, read about how people overcame it. Had a lower back injury, right? Like my bulging disc. I had to analyze why it's bulged and which positions hurt it. So in my case, for example, I researched and I found out that when I bend forward, the disc is getting squished outwards. So you have to understand that the bulging is going backwards, right? If you're leaning back and it hurts, then it's bulging forward. If you're leaning to the side, it's bulging to the side, right? The opposite side. So you have to analyze that and understand that and then avoid those things. So deadlifts irritated the crap out of my lower back. I was not able to do any deadlifts, otherwise I'd go to the hospital right away. So I switched up the exercise. I started doing sumo deadlifts, keeps my back more upright, and I'm able to get good activation in my whole body. Bent over rows, I had to stop those for a while and just do dumbbell rows and be more protected. And as you give your injury a break from those exercises that really irritated, the body kind of recovers. And obviously you do some corrective exercises, you can do some massages, acupuncture. I've done this therapy, it's called prolotherapy, and it's really good. They pretty much inject some kind of sugars and minerals into your muscle, into your joints, and it fixes things. So stuff like that. Just research what therapy will work for you and how to fix those things. But just approach it from a scientific standpoint. Analyze, I have a little bit buggered up shoulder, so I have to analyze what positions hurt. Now pressing hurts. So I'm doing lots of flies to maintain my gains while I'm trying to correct it. We're doing band work and different stabilization exercises. So just take it seriously. Don't just be tough and push through the injuries, because you're gonna go for a setback for a long time and you're gonna lose all your gains. There's no point doing that, especially if you're competitive like Aiden. There's no room for injuries, because you spend so much money on a prep and you injure yourself like 7 weeks before a show. How stupid is that? So respect your body, listen to your body, and avoid the exercises that hurt. Do the exercises that feel good for your body. Do corrective exercise and slowly test those exercises that used to be hurting your body. Start with lightweight, proper form. Go through a range of motion. If your body accepting those exercises and making you feel good, then go ahead and do it. If not, then forget about this exercise. Every exercise have a substitute. If something is really injuring you, do not do those things. If squats mess up your knees, don't do squats. Figure out the different exercise that will get you gains, right? So that's my opinion about it.
For sure. You train smart, guys. There's always alternatives, like Vlad says. Always different exercises you can do to go around it. Don't do, try to avoid the exercises that really put the tension on the injured muscle or whatever. And another thing I usually I'm a big advocate of is rest. And I find too many people are afraid to take a week off or even 2 weeks. You don't want to take too much time off, but there's a huge benefit in doing that, especially with an injury, because if you're going to aggravate the injury more, you're going to be out for even longer. So it's good to kind of, we discussed earlier, leaving your ego at the door. Kind of take a week off if you need it, and your body will thank you for it. You'll be refreshed. You'll be more motivated than ever. And I mean, that's really important. Is really kind of listening to your body. That's what bodybuilding is all about. Is listening and responding to what your body is wanting and what it needs. So definitely, yeah, guys.
Another thing, actually, let me jump in. We're bodybuilders, okay? We're bodybuilders. We're not power lifters. We're not trying to push the heaviest weights. We're trying to connect with our muscle. So therefore, you have to understand that if you slap on lots of weight and start jerking these weights around, you'll activate, you pull too much with your connective tissues rather than your muscles, right? It's better to just go controlled and slow with a good weight, and instead of kind of curl it as fast as you can, the heaviest weight, slap on a 45 and 25 on the curly bar. And there's no point. We're bodybuilders. Slow, controlled, and I never heard of a person get injured doing some slow, controlled exercise. It's always people like kind of 1 rep maxing, or just, you know, go to failure on some crazy exercise and, you know, lose the proper form. So proper form, if you hit failure with proper form, it's good. You know, there's no point doing crap with like bent back and all that stuff, right? So you wanna analyze how you get injured, or how other people get injured, your friends, people in the gym. You see all these videos on YouTube, people doing crazy exercises. Avoid that, right? Analyze that, avoid that, and train smart, train light with a certain weight, and as you feel more comfortable, then you can increase the weight, right? We started today's workout, we started the exercise like bent over rows, like 35 on each side, like no ego. We went up to 2 plates, which is okay weight. But there's no point slapping on that weight right away, and, you know, tough guys, because we're gonna get injured, and then what's the point of that? So training smart, training light, knowing your body, and increasing progressive overload slowly as you feel more comfortable with the form. So that's my key to not getting injured, because lots of people just throwing weights around, trying to be a power builder, which is cool as well. I'm a power builder as well in some ways. We do some powerlifting in our routine, but that's not the main goal. I don't give a shit about doing the heaviest deadlift that I can do. I care about having a good lower back. So having good lower back is doing high reps with the deadlift, right? So that's my key. That's how I avoid injuries. Just kind of lightweight and increase the weight as my muscles are warm. And, you know, as I'm, you know, more warmed up, my joints are warmed up, my muscles are warmed up, I have a little bit of pump. We usually start training with a hoodie on to just keep our bodies warm, get the temperature rising, and then go into the heavier weights.
It's a big thing, guys. Yeah, definitely warming up is the best way to kind of avoid injury in any way. I see too many people, you know, they'll start the bench press with like a plate and 25, or, you know, they just start going straight into their working sets. You wanna work, the best way to do it is build up sets and then your working sets. So if I'm doing 5 sets of bench press, the first 2, you know, would be build up sets, and the 3 would be, I'll count as my actual working sets. So think of it that way, guys. Always warm up, and that's it, guys. So thanks a lot for watching. Check out Vlad's channel, Alpha Living. I'll put it in the description below. Definitely check him out, guys. Awesome content, and it's a great workout today, man.
Thank you, my man. See you guys soon again.
See you guys later.